safety and hygiene. So, food safety conditions and practices that preserve the quality of food and prevent contamination and foodborne illnesses. So, I found some facts for food safety. It's an estimated 600 million people become ill after eating contaminated food. And of that 600 million, about 420,000 die every year. The U.S. also loses $110 billion annually in productivity and medical expenses as a result from unsafe food in low-income countries. And children under 5, about 40% of that number die annually. So about 125,000 children under the age of 5 die annually because of foodborne illnesses. Food safety requires multi-sectional and like a really One Health approach. Is really a shared national responsibility. Fun facts about personal hygiene and food service: is recommended to wash your hands thoroughly, to cover your hair with a hairnet or a beard guard if you have a beard, wear clean clothing, keep natural nails short, no artificial nails, cover your wounds, and wear gloves, and then also avoid eating, drinking, and smoking while prepared meals. I've pulled up data from the National Restaurant Association, from the Food Serve Safe Association, so you can read more on that, and USDA, FDA. Also, food safety and hygiene laws have definitely evolved. So the FSMA implementation was the Food Safety Modernization Act. It was implemented in 2011, and before it was implemented, the focus was primarily on reactive measures. Now that it's been implemented, its focus is on preventive measures, which is great because it reduces the risk of foodborne illnesses. Also, label requirements has made an evolution. Previously, labeling was focused only on ingredients and allergen. Now it's more focused on nutritional information, added sugar content, and enhancing the overall consumer awareness. Temperature control guidelines. We've seen an increase in evolution of educational materials and tools to support our knowledge globally. The temperature danger zone is a period where bacteria grows below 40 degrees and above 165. That is our now. Previously, that was not a standard. Food traceability has definitely made an evolution now with the help of technology. HACCP, we are able to better track our arrival, departure times, and temperature and manufactured items, which is huge. Raw milk regulations have definitely made an evolution. Previously, they were allowed sales, but now there has been a ban of raw milk sales in many states. E. coli testing has had an evolution where now we test our beef multiple times. The cows are tagged, the meat is checked, they do samples and things of that nature. COVID-19. Previously, we had traditional methods of food safety handling. Now we have increased sanitation and PPE. Globally, everything has just made an evolution, and technology has definitely supported that through apps, health inspection audits, and different measures in place to support the advancing of blockchain and temperature monitoring. And when I say across the board globally, I mean the full cycle life of food handling, from the trucks, the purveyors, the vendor, the shipper, the receiver, the cook, the storage, like full circle. All right. And then there has also been reform of food safety laws, national legislation with our food safety acts, our food safety modernization, like I said, which was implemented in 2001. But then in the UK, we had the Food Safety Act, which was implemented in 1990. Consumer protection laws that includes provision related to food safety and labeling. We have regulatory agencies, that's your FDA, your USDA, FSA. Then we have specific regulations, that's your local health and state department with their rules and policies and procedures. We have international guidelines, that's Codex. Risk assessment and management. We have processes in place to identify and then mitigate hazardous materials that is found in food. Traceability again, penalties, training and certification is huge. That is now on a corporate level to include inspection and compliance laws. And then our public health collaboration with the CDC, how we connect and how they respond to outbreaks. As a result, we have both positive and negative changes of the evolution of food safety and hygiene that now the FSMA preventative measure, they reduce foodborne illnesses, which is a positive win for us. The enhanced traceability also allows the public to receive information quicker with the national recalls. You're able to get everything faster through media, social media. It's on a larger platform and you receive it very quick because they are able to trace things faster. The stricter standards for food processing reduces contamination, and then the stronger allergen management increases consumer safety, which is huge because allergies are deadly, life-threatening. Technology advancements, which have supported temperature monitoring, and then global harmonization. Like I said, globally, everyone's on the same page, okay, with processes and food safety standards, okay? Cross-contamination, danger zones, just compliance, okay? Food compliance. And then the negative changes that have impacted or that have come about from the evolution would be the increased compliance costs. The independent, your mom and pop restaurants may struggle to meet the new regulatory demands. The public perception, sometimes food incidences can lead to public distraught, like just huge. Like Boar's Head would be a good example to use the listeria outbreak. Sometimes those items are caught in factory, or maybe like a hot dog, and your purveyor may send an email, like US Foods may send an email about the hot dog. But if you received it, then it doesn't affect the recall. But if you haven't received it, then that's why, because of the recall. But sometimes that news being distributed can affect the public, and it could be a result of distraught. Inconsistent enforcement. So there's variations of enforcement at the local, state, and national level, which can lead to confusion, and which causes some unfair advantages. So to conclude, I hope that you've learned some takeaways from my research on food safety and hygiene. We have seen, just recently, evolution and it's available